At this time of year, most of the leaves have turned brown and fallen off the trees. But not this one. This one is just as green as ever. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and today we're going to take a look at the 2014 Nissan Leaf. Obviously, our 2014 Blue Ocean Nissan Leaf SL is not the actual color green, but it is about as green as an automobile can get for those trying to pace their individual carbon footprints. And that is why AutoAcademics was interested in testing it, to see if this car could be used just like any other, well, car. The SL is the top-level package on the Leaf, and our 5-passenger tester's options included the premium package that consists of an around view monitor and Bose 7-speaker audio system. Floor and cargo area maps wrapped up the options list. Total price for our Leaf SL was $37,090 before any available state and federal tax rebates. Now, as we take a look up front, you'll see that this Leaf has high-intensity discharge headlights up front with some fog lights beneath. And then right here in the center, this is where all the magic happens for this electric vehicle. That's where the charging port is located. As we open the cargo area, you'll see that there are some items that will need to reside with any luggage that you decide to take with you, such as the subwoofer for the optional Bose stereo system, as well as the 120-volt portable trickle charge cable. With the rear seats in place, cargo volume is a respectable 23.6 cubic feet, expanding to 30 cubic feet when the seats are folded. Under the hood is an 80 kilowatt per hour alternating current synchronous electric motor that is powered by a 24 kilowatt per hour lithium-ion battery. A 6.6 kilowatt onboard charger is standard on the SV and SL trims and can be charged via a standard J1772 plug. A 3.6 kilowatt onboard charger is included on the base S trim level. Charging can be both a blessing and a curse with any electric vehicle if you are not properly prepared, as it took us 17.5 hours to completely charge our Leaf via a 120-volt outlet. AutoAcademics strongly recommends that all EV owners have a 240-volt charging dock installed at their homes, allowing for an estimated maximum of 8 hours to charge from empty. There are now any number of level 2 charging stations at malls and places of business, and if available, level 3 commercial fast chargers significantly reduce total charging time to approximately 30 minutes, depending on how much of a charge you need. Another cool feature is that apps are available for both Android and iOS that can be used to locate charging stations, review battery info, set climate control, and schedule charging times. When fully charged, the Nissan Leaf has an average range of 84 miles depending upon topography, cargo, climate control usage, and individual driving style. AutoAcademics averaged 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour during testing. As we climb in back of this compact Leaf, you'll see that there's adequate room for 2 adults. A nice feature is that these rear seats are heated though. Up front, the premium package offers some nice amenities, such as leather-covered seats, and you'll notice that that leather extends to the door panels. There's some nice accent stitching. It's mono-colored, but you still do see that nice stitching that is on some of these seating surfaces as well. The steering wheel as well as the front seats are heated, and that's an important feature because with electric vehicles, sometimes they do have to drop the power to the climate control units to save energy. So when that happens, you can turn on those heaters and they still help to keep you warm. The dash is laid out nicely with all of the details that you would expect inside of an electric vehicle, such as battery life, your speedometer, how many miles remaining on your charge, as well as battery temperature and your little Leaf picture up there that show you how well you're driving with regards to fuel efficiency. Finally, there's a 7-inch touchscreen that goes with the optional Bose units, and it's got navigation built in, it's got 6 speakers, and it's all, it works pretty well actually. things move very quickly. When you push the buttons, everything changes quickly, and you know, it's a pretty decent system. One thing that I did forget to mention, however, is the camera. Now, the camera is a pretty cool thing because it gives you a number of different views. Not only do you have a backup camera, but you also have a front-facing camera as well as an around view camera where you can see what's going on outside of the car, all around it at any given moment. Pretty cool stuff. So now let's take her for a ride and see how she drives. Now, those of you who are new to electric vehicles and electric vehicle driving, you might be expecting me to say something profound, something that is extraordinary, something that is extra special about this vehicle. And as far as driving characteristics are concerned, there really isn't much to say about that because the Nissan Leaf truly is just a regular car. The only difference is it has batteries that you have to charge as opposed to going to a gas station and filling it up with gas. Now, with that being said, the car, it does handle nice. The suspension, it's actually fairly taut. You know, it's got a nice suspension to it. Feels good, soaks up bumps nicely. It actually handles pretty well also. You know, as you drive around corners and things like that, it handles pretty good. Now, you know, it does have those low rolling resistance tires on it. So, you know, they're a little harder than your typical tire, but that doesn't translate into the cabin. Now, although this car is very much just your typical car as far as form and function is concerned, you do have to think about whether or not an electric vehicle is right for your lifestyle. However, if you're somebody who actually does have a lifestyle that is conducive to an electric vehicle, then, you know, this is just another wonderful option out of all of the many options that people today, consumers today, can have when shopping for a new vehicle. Another concern that many consumers have with electric vehicles, especially those who have never experienced them personally, is range anxiety. And I'm here to tell you that that is a real thing. I wanted to check it out and just see, you know, what it would be like, you know, just trying to maximize my use of this vehicle. So, you know, I decided though to go on ahead and take the Leaf and take it for a drive. And, well, let's just say it's a little nerve-wracking when your battery meter gets down to 14 miles remaining on your charge, and that bad boy starts flashing on the dashboard, and all of a sudden, you know, you start getting messages saying that, you know what? You better stop and charge this car up, because in 14 miles, which doesn't last long, in 14 miles, I'm going to just shut down. There's not going to be any juice left, and basically you're going to be stranded out there on the road. So range anxiety is a real thing, but if you plan ahead, if you think logically, and, you know, don't try to push the limits of what these vehicles are made for and what they're capable of, it could be a really nice car. So to wrap things up today, we want to leave you with some things to think about. First, the Leaf is a regular car. You can drive 4 people around comfortably, do your daily life of back and forth to work, pick up the kids, go to the grocery store, whatever it is you do. However, you do need to take into consideration how many miles you drive each day. For example, if you're like us and you put on an exorbitant amount of mileage, such as 80 to 100 miles a day, then you're going to need to make some lifestyle changes. However, if you're more normal, and you drive maybe 20 to 30 miles a day, the Leaf's gonna work out just fine. Plus, you'll enjoy passing all those gas pumps each day. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.